Hello and welcome. Today's video is just going to be kind of a simple everyday routine, our homeschool routine, just a day in the life of a typical Tuesday. So we're going to bring you along with us. Towards the afternoon, we just kind of were running errands. It was pretty uneventful, and now at the end of the day, in the later afternoon, I'm getting ready to get ready for work and then head to work. And so this really only shows about the first 4 hours of our day, and that's really all that we usually allot to schooling, is the morning, sometimes the afternoon, just depending on how we're feeling, but it's really never like hours and hours or our entire day by any means. So hope you enjoy checking out our unschooling homeschool routine. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel as well. Hope you enjoy. Just getting Ashton his breakfast. We call these German pancakes. I know most people call them crepes, but I don't know. I just grew up calling them German pancakes, so that's what we call them. Gonna get Ashton this breakfast, and then we've got to get going with our schoolwork for the day. Finish each sentence with one of these short A words. So these words here have a short A sound in them. So you add these words where it makes sense in the sentences, okay? So I'm gonna go get Isla ready for ballet, and you work on this, and I'll come back and check on you, okay?
What does that say? I already...
That one's kind of tricky. This isn't a real word. It's a name.
What is it?
Skywalker.
Walker.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll be back to check on you in a few minutes, okay?
Are you ready?
We just got back from a long day of errands, huh? Yeah. And now it's back to work. That says not given. That means you don't see the correct answer on the list. I'm just going to tell them what you're doing, okay? Ashton's taking the math STAR 360 assessment right now. This morning we saw him working on the literacy one, which actually he didn't even need to take. He only needed to do the reading and the math. But this just helps us know how much you know. Yeah. He scored really well on the reading, but I knew that. I knew that Ashton was a really good reader. I kind of tend to trust a little more in just observation and knowing how much he knows. And
stopping the test because I'm not doing that.
Just read it, sweetie.
120-7 equals. That's
the dash you don't have to say out loud. It's just part of how it's written. So what number is written? Read it again then.
just do a random.
Because you couldn't figure the answer. That's okay.
I'll do a ding if I'm right.
See, and I just don't necessarily feel like assessments and things are necessary to know what level he's at. But it can be helpful. But my husband, on the other hand, is more traditional and
I do not know
wants
what that
to
is.
know.
I only know what not 6 and this one pointing to the 12. That's 6 o'clock.
Okay, well, if you don't know, that's okay. Because that just means that's something that we get to learn next. So if you don't know, just try to figure it the best you can and don't worry about it.
If
Okay?
it's this, I'll be screaming.
I always felt like when I did assessments as a kid, it was not an accurate representation of what I knew because I would feel nervous and run out of time and get wrong answers on things that I knew just because I had a hard time with tests in general, feeling stressed.
I've passed one very good.
Yeah. You've passed tests like this before. Sometimes tests can be helpful to gauge what you know, and sometimes I feel like they're not helpful. Except for the reading. Yeah. So we compromise and do a little bit of both because our daddy likes to know. He trusts tests and he likes bookwork and he likes curriculums and thinks those things are helpful. And I'm kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum where I think we could do without more often than not. So we compromise on these things and do a little bit of both.
Holy